Hello everyone, welcome back to Excel with Priyanka series 8. In the previous session, we had covered AND logical test, and in today's session, we will be covering OR logical test with single column and with two column. We will be learning as well as seeing some of the examples so for the better understanding. We'll start with OR logical test over one column. So this is the data set we will be working on. Data set contains the date, sales representative, and the amount of sales done on the particular date by a particular sales rep. So some ifs and count ifs and the other ifs do not perform OR logical test by default. For an OR logical test on one column, we use some tricks with ifs like count ifs or sum ifs. If you see the example here, we want to count the number of sales done by each sales rep, as well as we also want to add the sales for each team. So logical test for count sales rep Lina and sales rep Sue. So in team 1 it is Lung and Sue. For sales team 2 it is Bree and Santel. So we will be applying the formula here for calculating the count of the sales done by team 1, that is by both of the sales rep, and adding the sales done again by both of the sales rep. So here we will be seeing with the OR logic. So suppose here for this row we want to check. The first is lounge, loom, and here we have two. So two questions need to be asked. Loom, loom, then true. Loom, su, false. Here su, loom, false. Su, su, true. So like this way, every cell will have one false and one true or two false. So we will start here like this. We'll start with writing our equal to sign, then count ifs. Remember what we are doing? Since count ifs or any other ifs, sum ifs is not by default, cannot be done with OR logical operators, so we will be applying here some other tricks to make our result happen. Double click it here, count ifs, criteria range 1. This is the one column which will be following. Criteria range 1, comma, criteria 1. What is this criteria 1? We will select both. Close the bracket. Control enter. No. F2, shift control enter. Since we are using here Microsoft Excel 2016, so we can't use simply control like enter here. We have to click shift control and enter. So the number 6 which we were seeing was, this is the count of the cells done by one representative, Loom. So here we want to know the sum of the totals sales done by both of the sales rep. So for this we have to put equal to sum and see, this is the number. We'll close the bracket. Oh my god, control Z, like this. We need to close parenthesis, Shift Control Enter, and see, now this is reflecting the sum, the count of the total sales done by both sales rep, means by sales team 1. F2, I want to lock this. Why? Because the criteria range 1 will remain same for sales team 2 as well. F4, F4, C3, what is this? C323 it is, okay. Control, Shift Control Enter. We have locked the cell, and we have to make sure that the absolute cell reference and the relative cell reference remains as per the required, because absolute cells reference need to be locked and relative needs to be carried over, need to be changed as per the next range cells. So here we will hit the F2 button, we'll see this absolute cell reference is locked and this relative cell reference moved from the column H to column I. Now next is we need to, what I did, sum count if I20, Shift Control Enter. So we need to add here now the total amount of sales done by team 1 and team 2, equal to sign sum ifs sum range. What is the sum range? This one, no, yes, sum range comma criteria range 1, criteria range 1 is this, Shift Control and down arrow, F4 for locking this, F4 for sum ifs, sum range will be this, we'll select it, selected, F4 comma criteria range 1, F4 यहाँ नहीं, F4 comma criteria 1, criteria 1 will be, criteria 1 will be this. Now we will close it, and here we will put some, remember we are using the tricks so that we can use the ifs function here to get our result. Shift Control Enter. See, we got the total amount of sales done by sales team 1. With the help of crosshair cursor, we want to drag it here so that we will get the result for sales team 2. So here we have done for column 1, test over 1 column. Now we will practice for the test over 2 columns. See here, this is the data set. Last year sales means last year sales done by the company or the sales rep, you can say the credit rating and the customer, name of the customer. So here we will seeing the example as, suppose our company is only extending credit to the customer whose last year sales is greater than 10 lakhs or credit rating is greater than or equal to 4. So here logical test works like last year sales should be greater than 10 lakhs or credit rating should be greater than or equal to 4. So here we will be using the operator sign equal to this greater than this, enter. So we'll click it F2. G5 will remain same over entire column, entire row. Similarly, we will check it for here. Credit rating. This should be greater than or equal to. This is the operator will be using it because this is what the company wants. If the company is extending credit to any of his customer, this will lock this because this will remain same over the entire cell. Enter. True. Drag it all over and add equal to sign this plus B12. See, 2. Why it is reflecting 2? Because 1 true means the number 1, false means 0, true means the number 1. We'll drag it all over. See, false means 0 0 0, 0 0 0, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1. So here we will be now going to calculate this, the total count of the customers who is having last year sales more than 10 lakhs and credit rating greater than equal to 4. Obviously, we'll start with the equal to sign. If double click it here, logical test. So what is the logical test we want to keep? Will be this entire range should be greater than this. Close the bracket plus this entire thing should be greater than equal to this. Close the bracket, again close this. Now we will count. We have applied the logic. No. If is there, then again we have to do logical test. We have mentioned this. Now value if true. What is the value that we want? If it is true, we want 1, comma. What is the value if false? We want it 0. We'll keep it 0. Now we will sum SUM. Yes, and sum function number 1. We will close it, shift control enter and see. This is the count of the total customers whose last year sales is greater than 10 lakhs and credit rating is greater than equal to 4. If we'll count it here, 1 1 2 3. No, we can't count it like this. 1 2 3 4. So yes, for this customer will be given, for this customer will be given, for this customer will be given, and for will be given. Now we want to add the total sales here. We'll go here, press the F2, number 1, Control C, shift control enter, equal to sign, Control V. So instead of this logic value if true, I want to add the real cell value. So this value we wanted, value if true, then we have selected this. Now we want to sum these. Then sum and close parenthesis, shift control enter. We see this is the total amount of cells done by the sales team. If you want to change it here, like instead of 10 lakhs, we'll be putting 2 lakhs. Shift control enter. See, the amount is changing, means the formula applied is correct here. So for an OR logical test on two or more column, use sum and if function together with an array logical test. With an array logical test, what is this? This is like AND logical test. We use multiplication symbol. Mathematical symbol will be multiplication for AND logical test. So AND logical test works like true true means 1 multiply by 1 1, true false 1 0 0, false true 0 1 0, false false 0 0 0. For an array logical test in Excel, AND logical test uses multiplication math operator, OR logical test uses plus math operator. Any math operator used as true and false converts true to 1 and false to 0. This is what the Excel is doing, converting true to 1 and false to 0. Excel interprets any non-zero number as true and 0 as false. So this is all about today's session. We will be seeing you in the next session. So thank you for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. See you in the next session.